The guy told me it sat for like 18 months, but when I pulled the jump starter out, it took probably 20 seconds to start up, but it actually started up, and we did drive it onto the tow truck. Roll the clip.
Run up the city, you know how we turn up. I run with the boss, she call with a burner. Cut to my crib, but you know I return her. If they catch you lacking, it might be a...
Excuse me, sorry about... Looky there, we got our brand new RZR tire in. This one does not have holes in the sidewall. The tire that we're replacing, there is 2 holes, one right there and the other right there. Here we are back at the RZR. It's been sitting for about a week or so. We had a couple problems. We had clogged fuel injectors, and the filter at the bottom of the fuel pump keeps falling off. And unfortunately, somehow on the same ride, we ended up getting sidewall punctures in our tire. So we have a replacement tire here. And once that's mounted, we're gonna see if we can clear the codes because we're getting vehicle fueling is too rich. I already tried unhooking the battery. We're gonna see if it just goes away on its own. If it doesn't, we're gonna have to take it down to the dealer and they're gonna have to reset the engine code. But in the meantime, let's get this tire mounted. The fresh new rubber is installed. Let's take this thing for a ride. Code P1170, which is vehicle fueling is too rich. We already cleaned the fuel injectors. We just got to clear the codes, and let's see if it clears on its own. Little update, after 5 minutes of riding, the engine light actually turned off, which is good news. And trust me, it was quite noticeable because this thing turned into an absolute animal. When the engine light's on, it actually runs like real conservative on power, but when that turned off, this thing turned into an absolute animal. Now, we are still showing the code because I believe it's a hard code. I still have to take it to the dealership to get the codes reset, but the engine light's gone and we are back in business. Brand new tire, that ran me about $175. I got the fuel injectors cleaned for free. For the moment, we're back in business. Let's just see how long this thing takes to break again. The RZR's running all good, but let me tell you, one wrong turn today and we find ourselves bottomed out in the middle of this swamp. Trust me, if these RZRs are not stuck, then they're broken. There's no in between. We got the winch out, hooked it up to the nearest tree, and let's get this thing. Oh, there's my shoes. A little casual joyride today turned into an absolute swamp fest. We really stirred up some muck today. Let's get this thing out of the mud. Let me introduce you guys a new little project. It's a 2008 Suzuki SX4. I don't know if I'm gonna fix it. I don't know if I'm gonna jump it, or I don't know if I'm just gonna send it back to the junkyard. This right here might just be my new woods beater. Got a clean title, it runs and drives. And let me show you something that's really important. It is all-wheel drive. I might have to just get rid of the RZR because that thing got me stuck. I always say anything for the right price, and that right there, $350. I just actually drove it down here to the garage. We're gonna get this thing ripped apart, and we're gonna see what actually needs replaced and how much work that's actually gonna need to get that back on the road. I guess we can go over the obvious damage here. As you can see, the hood is obviously kinked. We're missing a bumper cover. The headlight, I'm not sure what's going on with this front fender. I don't know if the apron is messed up. The inner fender is definitely bent. I think I can bend that out. Frame machine hooked up. And then the wheel well. But this fender is definitely going to need replaced. The guy told me it sat for like 18 months, but when I pulled the jump starter out, it took probably 20 seconds to start up, but it actually started up, and we did drive it onto the tow truck. Roll the clip.
Run up the city, you know how we turn up. I run with the boss, she call with a burner. Cut to my crib, but you know I return her. If they catch you lacking, it might be a...
Sorry to bother you. Either way, we're gonna have some upcoming cool videos with this car. We got the Focus RS coming back hopefully this week. I don't know if it'll be in this video. Stay tuned though. Got the RZR over here. I got it semi-washed up. That was absolutely caked with mud after turned into an absolute swamp fest. I will not be going back down there. Crazy thing is, when I look at a car like this, I instantly think the exhaust is probably extremely loud. Let me start this thing up for you guys. First off, let me grab the jump starter. That's easy access under there. Didn't even have to pop the hood. That was a little rough on the door. Got the keys right here. Put it in. And let's try to start it. Not bad at all. It's actually pretty quiet. I don't know what's going on with the radiator. I don't know if there's a leak or what, but I should probably turn it off. But other than that, $350 got me a car that's clean title, runs and drives, and get that hood popped, figure out what actually needs replaced underneath the hood. We got the Suzuki SX4 hooked up to the frame machine. I'll explain this in a second. We have good news. I was driving the Suzuki SX4 for about 20 minutes yesterday, and the car never overheated. Turns out the radiator actually has no leaks. I was expecting something to be bent here. That's all good news. So that's gonna speed up the rebuild process, working on the upper radiator core support. Right now I have it hooked up to the frame machine, AKA the Razor winch, which is actually doing a pretty good job here. I checked the front radiator core supports. It looks as if there's no bolts on this model. It's actually welded to the apron. So that's going to be a little bit harder to replace if we actually have to replace it. We're going to try our best pulling this out. It was a lot worse than this. On my Ford Focus RS, you could actually bolt this piece on up here. When it was running, I did hear some sizzling. I don't know if we messed up the radiator fan because it was resting up against the exhaust manifold, but I was able to pull it out right here, which we do have room now. Then right now I'm actually trying to unfold this, which it's actually coming along. Let's tear back into it. We're here at the land of junk. We're in search for parts for a 2008 Suzuki SX4 or a year similar to there. They said there's 2 down here at this lot and then 3 over in the far foreign lot. They said there's 1 in row Y and then 1 in row Z. There's Z right there, and if we right there's Y. So somewhere in this cluster we will find. Right there it is, Suzuki SX4, and that one actually kind of looks pretty complete. If we take a look at this one, the front bumper looks pretty intact. The hood definitely got some blemishes. We could probably use that bumper. We'll have to paint it though, and let's see what the other fender looks like, because this is the one we need, and that does not look too good. We got some rust here. Pop the hood on this and see what we're working with. Already see they added some carbon fiber to this, carbon fiber armrest, and I can already tell this car is way cleaner than mine. They added a carbon fiber middle console. It's obviously fake and a sticker, but it actually gives a pretty good finishing touch. Let's get this hood popped. I don't know if the hood's quite usable. They have 4 other cars here at this lot. We probably should go look at them before we start messing into this one. We saw what we needed to see on this one. Let's go see what's over there in row Z. This lot is arranged alphabetical order, so Y, and then this one's Z. Let's see if we can find the SX4 in this row. See some minivans, GMC, another minivan. I think it's a Suzuki XL7, an S10, a Kia, of course they're here, Chevy Trailblazer, Ford Explorer, and right here's the SX4. That one looks messed up. I'd say we're kind of missing something here. There's no engine in this one, but the front bumper actually looks pretty intact. This car is butchered. Doesn't matter, we're here for the cosmetic parts. That one's an option too. It'd be cool if we could find the exact same color. They have 3 more up in that far lot. Let's go see what they look like. Here at another lot, they call this the foreign lot. We have a paper here. I'm not sure how to read this. I'm assuming these are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. I do see a 4 over there. 5. With that being said, I think we're good to go. We're gonna come back another day with tools, and we're gonna take some parts off of probably each one and try to piece the one that we have at home together. So what we need is a headlight, hood, bumper, and a couple small pieces. We should be able to salvage something here at this yard. But right now, we're out of here. We come with no tools. Thanks for watching the video. They got the front frame rails looking brand new again.